start.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Hassan Hussain and today I will be speaking about the performance appraisal board Aztec in Aztec LLC. So before going further, I would like to talk about the objective of the study. Okay, so the main objective of the study is to know about the existing system of performance appraisal in the company. So the second one is to study about the awareness of the employee regarding the appraisal system which has been running right now. Third one is to evaluate the effectiveness of the appraisal firm. And fourth one is to know the satisfaction of the employee with the appraisal firm which has been followed in the company. The second one is the sub-objectives are, is the present performance appraisal is adequate enough to evaluate the performance capability of the company. And the second one is to see the distinction between the theoretical information and the skill which is present within the company. So before going further, I would like to talk about the Omani IT industry, as the company itself is an IT. So as per BMI estimated, the Omani IT industry is worth around 423 million. So BMI is basically Business Monitor International, who records about the industry information all across the globe. And it is expected that the compound annual growth rate of 7% will be expected between the year 2012 and 2016. Omani IT industry captures around 10% of all the industry across Saudi Arabia. It is IT industry is making a huge investment in sectors like telecommunication, finance, aircraft. When Apple iPad was launched, telecommunication companies started investing as they got to know that it will target high-end customers. So in 2011, a company called Narvas, launched a micro SD SIMs for iPads, so that they can easily target the high-end customers with that. As per my study, I came to know that Oman people are still using Windows XP as the technology is enhanced to operating system called Windows 8, and still they are using Windows XP. So they're not much into technology. So there's a huge investment going on to make the technology more enhanced. So now the last point is that as the e-commerce is growing day by day, so the IT is investing too much in e-commerce also. Now about the company Aztec LLC. So it was recognized in 2000 by the government, Sultanate of Oman, and it is situated in Muscat. It is an IT and telecommunication services, basically providing client services. The slogan itself says technology made easy for you. As by the slogan itself, the client easily can feel that the technology with which they are getting from the company, it's very easy and very smooth to use. The company provides many services services in PC, laptops, servers, security, software, printers, video conference, CCTVs, etc. Now this is the SWOT analysis of the company. So the strength of the company is that they have a very goodwill within the organization. The company is very financially strong and powerful. The services they provide to the clients are is a very high quality and very good. The company atmosphere within the organization is very friendly, and it makes the employee feel very homely. The company has a very dedicated employee, and the employee each and every hour work to enhance the company efficiency and effectiveness. The company also get tax advantage as the company itself is a local, and the government in Oman helps local companies in various ways, as an example of tax. Now in negative. So in the weakness, the company is not using its competitive benefits, as well as the storage potential of the organization is not effectively used. Land is also not effectively used, as the company has a very vast land, and if they're not using it, they can give it to another corporate companies where they can use it, and that there would be another way of income through which the company may get it. As well as there is a very strict concept to employ Omani people, which reduce the production and benefits. Now the opportunities. The company has a very minimization of waste. The company is not effectively using their raw materials, and they are mostly wasting it, which they can use it for another product to build. The company should give more and more rewards to the employee who works good, and as well as it will help them encourage to work more. The company is still not using any international technology. If they use international technology, it will help them to produce the product in a much more faster way and like in a much more good quality way. Threats. There are new entrants which is coming to the business right now, and there's a threats for substitute products as the technology is enhancing day by day, and they are still on a very backlog with the technology. So like they should start using new technology so that they can cope up with the real world. Third one is the availability of the other manufacturer who are coming to the market and capturing it. There is rivalry among the competitors. Now basically before going further, I would like to tell you about the performance appraisal. So as per Beach, performance appraisal is a systematic evaluation of individual with regard to his or her performance on the job and his potential for development. As per performance appraisal, it assesses both performance and as well as the growth of the employee. Performance appraisal objective is to discover how well the worker is doing the job and as well as set up the strategy to enhance. Now this is basically the process through which the performance appraisal works. So there are 6 steps which has been followed right now. So the first one is establishment of performance. It is basically done on the back end of the company, okay? And like here they decide like how the particular employee will go for the particular task and what procedure they will follow to get to the task. When it is decided, then they communicate to the expectation to employees, like what is being expected from them, okay? And like after doing that, they measure actual performance. They do it by like while the employee is working on a particular job, another employee come through and look into the work what they are doing it, okay? By that they are able to like what capabilities they have and how they perform the task. The third one is to compare actual performance with the standards. When the work is fully done, so they check the work whether it is up to the standard or not. Okay, and the fifth one is discuss appraisal with the employee. When the overall work is done, okay, it is the duty of the appraiser to discuss with the appraisee to know whether like what was lacking and what could have been done more to make the work done, and like the appraisal could be done much more what they have got earlier. And in the last step, it's initial corrective action. Here, what they do is that if whatever work which is given by the employee is not up to the mark, okay, so they do a corrective action with the other employee, so the work which is been given can be corrected. This is basically a performance appraisal which has been worked in the company right now. So basically, for enhancing a performance, these 2 things are more important: the KRAs and the routine responsibilities. KRAs are basically key routine areas. It's an outcome which is towards the output which has been required. Okay, and routine responsibility is basically a day-to-day task, basically a day-to-day task which the performance is needed from them. By both of these, basically we get the performance plans. And by these competencies, we directly get the development plan. When we put together the performance plan and the development plan, we get the performance for the appraisee for the current period. Now this is the performance cycle. So here, if we see the cycle itself, here we have online performance plan, media review, final review and feedback. So the first step is that they do an offline performance planning. It is done on the back end of the start between March, mid and April. Okay, here they discuss how the particular appraisal will be done to the employees and what steps they need to take it to analyze it. Okay, when they do all the thing on the back end, they send it to they have a discussion with the HOD, the department, the reporting officer and the superior officer regarding whatever they have decided, so that the final decision can be taken. Okay, when it is taken, then the report is sent to the HOD to the HRD department, where they take the final review and feedback. As you can see here, the appraiser and appraisee feedback goes around in all 3 steps. So this is the first analysis which I came upon. So the first analysis is that the appraisal period starts from the start of the year to the end of the next year. Second one is that appraisal can be done to the employees who has worked in the company more than 3 months or more. appraisal form, all the appraisal of the employees are recorded on appraisal form, which has been kept as a record. Like if the employee want to see what exactly happened to them, so they can verify with that. So there are procedures that need to be followed while giving appraisal. So the first step is that the blank appraisal form is sent to the HOD of the department, okay, and from that the few section of the form is sent to the reporting officer, okay, and for the appraisal the reporting officer have a face-to-face contact, and they interview and question the particular employee about the work what they have done and how they should have improved it. Okay, it is also advised to the reporting officer to avoid any hasty comments on the appraisal form as it may affect the as the future of the employee depends on this appraisal thing. And after the report is made by the reporting officer, it is reviewed by the superior officer. It is done so to avoid any conscious or unconscious mistake which is done by the reporting officer. When this is done, then the reporting officer fill up the form and send it to the HOD by 1st Feb every year. Okay, the HOD of the department sees the report, and if he feels there is any adverse remarks which is given by the reporting officer, he calls the reporting officer. In front of the reporting officer, he asks like why he has given such comments. If he is satisfied with the comments which he has given by the reporting officer, he go further with the report with the appraisal form. Otherwise, he says to the reporting officer to make changes. So after doing that, the HOD is required to send the appraisal form to the HRD department by 1st of March. Now this is the finding which I came upon. So the first finding is that the employee feels that there is a proper recognition for the effort which they have put on for the appraisal. They also feel that the relation between appraisee and appraiser is very mutual and cordial. As well as they provide training needs to employees by evaluating their overall performance. Once in a month, they provide seminars which are conducted to help employees to increase and gain more knowledge. The superior follow open door policy, helping subordinates share and maintain a healthy environment. These are the 3 conclusions which I came upon. The first one is that they like to do appraisal through interviewing and questioning. They are doing it by interviewing and questioning, but they could have done by other ways also. Like they could have asked, like they could have seen a task of the employee each and every day, and by that they could able to know. Okay, the appraisal is recorded quarterly. It's a good way. It's a good that they're recording on quarterly basis. But if you take a particular period, it's very it's not good for the employee, because the employee may have done the work for a few days. They would have done the task much more better, and after that they would have not. So the appraisal recording should be done on the day-to-day basis. The third one, they have a very tedious procedure for the appraisal. They could have minimized it, like it should be very transparent, so that the employee could able to know why they have been given a particular appraisal, particular remarks, and why they have been given a particular rate. So this is the recommendation. First one is that give the employee a few days of notice before the discussion and its purposes. As I have already said you that there's a reporting officer is required to have a questioning interview with the employee. Okay, so the employee should be given a few days advance notice so that he can get prepared for the particular interview. The second way is that they should prepare notes and use complete performance appraisal form as a discussion guide. Because right now, when they discuss to the employee, they don't show the appraisal form which they have written. So the appraisal form should be required as a platform to discuss. Third one is that the raters should be required to justify their ratings. Whatever rating they have given for the appraisal, they should be able to justify why they have given that. The last one is after appraisal, interview with the employee should be arranged. So if an interview is arranged, then they would be able to get a clear idea of what has been done to them and why have they given a particular performance appraisal to them. So this is the end of my presentation. I thank Mr. Daniel to helping out with my dissertation, and I thank Middlesex University for giving me opportunity to have a good MBA class.